For 20 years, Kael Arvent dreamed of finding the last dragon. He did not dream of gold, nor crowns, nor songs sung in his honor. He dreamed of a lost cave beneath the Black Mountain, of a sword sinking into ancient scales, and of the silence that would follow the final roar. In his kingdom, every child grew up hearing the same warning. As long as a dragon breathed beneath the earth, no human would ever truly be safe. They said those beasts had burned cities, stolen treasures, and devoured kings. They said only one remained, old and cruel, guarding an impossible fortune. But no one told Kael why dragons slept on gold. No one told him what lay beneath. And when he finally found the creature, when his sword pierced the chest of the last dragon, the beast did not roar. It did not beg. It did not curse. It only smiled, and with a voice older than fear, whispered, "Then there is no one left to keep it sealed." The kingdom of Eldvar had been born among cold mountains, black forests, and rivers so dark they seemed to carry ash instead of water. Its cities were built of grey stone, its temples smelled of old smoke, and in every square stood a statue of some hunter holding the head of a dragon. No one remembered peace between men and beasts. They only remembered war. They called it the War of Scales, an age of fire in the sky, and castles turned into tombs. The priests taught that dragons were greedy creatures, born to hoard gold and destroy everything they could not possess. Kings offered rewards for their heads. Parents frightened their children with their names. And so, generation after generation, humans hunted them until their shadows vanished from the sky. Only one remained, Varrock, the ash dragon. They said he slept beneath the Black Mountain atop a treasure so vast it could buy 10 kingdoms. But legends, like kings, also know how to lie. Kael departed before dawn, while the kingdom's bells still rang with the promise of King Melor, land, glory, and an eternal place in Eldvar's memory for whoever killed the last dragon. But Kael needed no promises. He carried his father's sword, a cloak hardened by years of rain and a hatred learned in childhood. The path to the Black Mountain did not appear on modern maps, only on the old ones, written in red ink with warnings in the margins. First, he crossed the Valley of Empty Armors, where thousands of rusted helmets stared at the sky, though no bones lay within. Then he passed through the forest of blue smoke, whose burned trees still breathed smoke after centuries. Further on, he found a bridge of broken oaths, covered in names carved by hunters who promised to return. None did. But what unsettled Kael most were not the absent dead, nor the silence of the forest. It was the symbols carved in stone, always repeating the same warning. Do not awaken what sleeps beneath the gold. The cave's entrance did not look like a lair. It looked like an open wound in the mountain. The air flowing from it was warm, thick, filled with a metallic and ancient smell. Kael lit a torch and descended, expecting to hear claws against stone, wings unfolding in the dark, a roar capable of breaking his bones, but he heard nothing. Only a deep, slow heartbeat, as if the mountain itself had a heart. Then he saw the gold. It was not a chaotic pile of wealth, as the songs claimed. The coins formed perfect circles, the crowns were pinned to the ground with black iron. The swords pointed toward the center of the cavern, as if worshipping something buried, and there, beneath all that treasure, Kael saw a door of black stone embedded in the ground, a massive door, sealed, cracked. From the other side, something breathed. Then the darkness moved. 2 ember-colored eyes opened before him, and Varrock, the last dragon, spoke without raising his wings. "You have come too late, son of man." Kael raised his sword, but the dragon did not attack. Varrock was immense, yes, but also old. His wings hung broken, his scales looked like extinguished coal, and on his chest were scars as deep as dry riverbeds. He did not look like a monster waiting for battle. He looked like a king awaiting judgment. "Kill me if that is why you've come," said the creature, "but first, look closely at the treasure you wish to claim." Kael looked at the gold. Then he understood. Every coin bore ancient markings. Every cup, every sword, every crown carried repeated symbols, linked together like chains. Varrock explained that dragons had never guarded gold out of greed. Gold was a sacred metal, capable of containing what flesh could not endure. Every lair was a seal. Every treasure, a lock. Every dragon, a guardian. And beneath the Black Mountain did not sleep lost wealth, but Njal Gorath, a consciousness older than the gods, buried before the First Kingdom. Humans had not slain monsters. They had destroyed jailers, and Varrock was the last. Kael felt the world split inside him. If Varrock spoke the truth, then everything he had learned was a lie. His father had not died hunting a wicked beast, but weakening a prison. His kingdom had not been saved by heroes, but doomed by ignorance. Then, from the tunnel, came human voices, torches, footsteps, steel. King Malar's soldiers entered the cavern with black crossbows and chains blessed by priests. Kael thought they had come for the treasure, but the captain smiled and said, "The king thanks you for finding the door." In that instant, Kael understood that the crown had always known the truth. Malar did not want to kill the dragon to protect Eldvar. He wanted to free what slept beneath the mountain and use it against his enemies. The crossbows fired. Varrock roared for the first time, not in fury, but in pain. The black door cracked. From it flowed a liquid shadow filled with human eyes, and a voice rose from below, imitating the dead. "Open us, and we will return everything you have lost." The battle turned the cavern into an inferno of fire, gold, and blood. Kael fought against the men of his own kingdom, while the black door pulsed ever stronger beneath his feet. Varrock tried to drag himself to the seal, but his wounds were too severe. Each drop of draconic blood that touched the ground made the coins tremble, as if the gold itself wept. Then Kael saw the true horror. It was not enough to close the door. Someone had to guard it, someone alive. Someone capable of hearing for centuries the voices of what tried to escape. Varrock looked at him with sorrow. "No human can endure it," he said. Kael lowered his sword. He thought of his father, his mother, and all the children who would continue to grow under a still clean sky. And he understood that some truths do not need songs. He approached the dying dragon and whispered, "Then let my name be forgotten, but let the world keep seeing dawn." Varrock opened his mouth one last time. His fire did not burn, it transformed. The dragon's scales turned to ash and covered Kael's skin. His eyes burned like embers. His heart ceased to beat like that of a man. At dawn, the surviving soldiers returned to Eldvar with a convenient story. They said Kael Arvent had fulfilled his destiny. They said he had slain the last dragon and recovered the lost treasure of kings. They said he died a hero, standing among the flames, his sword buried in the beast's heart. The people wept his name. King Malar ordered a statue erected in the main square, depicting Kael with a dragon's head beneath his foot. The bards sang. The children learned the song, and with the years the lie became history. But far from there, beneath the black mountain, something remained awake. On moonless nights, some travelers swore they saw a massive figure among the rocks. Not fully human, not fully dragon, with amber eyes and skin as dark as obsidian. It watched over a cave where the gold did not shine, but trembled. And when someone came too close, a deep voice whispered from the darkness, "Do not look at the treasure, do not listen to the dead, and if you hear knocking beneath the mountain, pray that I am still awake."